I read 43 books in 2025. Let's talk about my top 10 favorites. At number 10 is The Reckoning, number 3 in the Zodiac Academy series. I am loving this series so far. I think the first book was terribly written, and all of these have just really, really weird stuff in them, but I'm so addicted to it in a way that I haven't been to a series in a while, and I can see a lot of potential for the series. Number 9 is The Housemaid. This book actually is my first ever thriller book, and now thriller is probably my second favorite genre. I think this is just a really good introduction to thriller in general, and I loved the movie too. I thought they did a great job on it. Number 8 was Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. If you have been around me for the past week or so, you know that I have a problem about Percy Jackson. It's just a great premise overall. I think the whole Greek gods and Greek mythology idea is so genius. Every week at 3 a.m., I will be awake, just know, watching Percy Jackson when every episode comes out. Number 7 was The Party by Natasha Preston. It's very much Knives Out, except more dark and with teenagers. And it had me in suspense the whole time, and it was pretty gruesome. So I liked that. I don't usually read anything gruesome. Number 6, The Love Hypothesis, of course. I was so pleasantly surprised by this. I read it because of the movie coming out, and guys, Adam Carlson, the best man ever. Honestly, he might be my favorite book boyfriend, which is crazy because Better Than the Movies is my favorite romance. Number 5, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It was just so different for me. I don't usually read any sort of historical fiction. It was really well written, and going through all the seven husbands was just a really cool journey. I think it's just overall a good book. Number 4 was, surprisingly, The Assassin's Blade. I love that these are, I think it's 4 novellas. I could be wrong about that. And I loved Selena in this. I think her character was just a highlight for me since I'm used to reading fantasy books with female characters that are super weak until they aren't. Number 3, Better Than the Movies. This is my favorite romance book of all time. When I read it literally in one sitting, and I just love Wes and Liz. I think it's just so wholesome. I love wholesome romance. I love teen romance, and I loved all the movie references because I love movies. Number 2, obviously, highlight of the year for everybody, Sunrise on the Reaping. This was probably the most heart-wrenching book I've ever read in my life. In some ways, I find it better than the first Hunger Games book. I think the emotional impacts of this book are stronger, which is crazy. Number 1, shock of the year, The Hobbit. I was not expecting to like this, especially nearly as much as I did. This is the book that I have not stopped thinking about all year. Somehow it just keeps popping back up in my head. The way that he wrote a 300-page book that feels so rich that it could be 1,000 pages is amazing, and it's in a good way too.